just need to say this out loud. I ordered an $8,000 computer. Before we go any further, welcome back. It has been a few months. Over the course of those few months, naturally, I kept myself busy with some retail therapy. And as the title says, yes, I bought myself about $15,000 worth of equipment over the past few months. And this video is dedicated to showing some of it off. Because why not? By the way, I didn't technically purchase all that equipment, if you know what I mean. The bank did. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so the first item on my Christmas list this year is my Fujifilm X-H2S. I mentioned it last video, it's an upgrade from my previous camera, but also it's becoming my A camera, and my previous camera is still living on my other shoulder as my B camera. Man, I love this camera. It's basically the same setup as my previous camera with all the things I love about it, but with a ton of new, nice pro features that make taking photos easier and generally a lot more fun. One particular standout feature about it that I absolutely adore is the top screen. On the top of the camera, it has a little information screen that shows you how many shots you have left and how much battery life you have left, even when you have the camera off. And I think that's a killer feature. I am one of those people that sort of switches their camera off in between every photo to save battery. And so I just love being able to see how much battery life and how many shots I have left at a glance. Additionally, short list of good features, it's got a tilty flippy screen, which is always good. It's got a full-size HDMI port, which is killer. It's got a USB-C fast charging port, which I didn't even really think I would like that much, but it's so nice to be able to charge the camera the morning of, if you forget to charge it, and it's like almost fully charged in under an hour of charging. So that's awesome. Basically, I'm very happy with my new camera, and I will be taking thousands of photos to come, so stay tuned for those. The next item is actually right up on top of my camera. That is the Fujifilm XF23mm f1.4 lens. And it is the first professional level prime lens that I've ever purchased for myself. Yeah, the lens is incredibly sharp. It's everything that it's advertised to be, and it was totally worth the expense for me, being a nice fun lens to shoot with all the time. It's kind of like one of those general everything lenses, and I will be taking it with me on my vacation, and I will be having a blast. The third item on my list before we leave camera world for good is another lens. This is the 70 to 300 millimeter XF lens. 70 to 300 with the big old zoomy barrel. A different sort of variety of Fujifilm lens, but also one that I absolutely adore. This lens isn't as fast as this super professional prime, but does serve a very specific purpose. You see, this lens is light, and it can zoom really far. So it's great for street photography, taking long-range compressed photos of people on the streets, and it's excellent for bird photography. Those are the two reasons I purchased this lens for myself. Item number 4 is my PlayStation 5. A little bit different from most of the other items on this list. The other ones are highly practical items. I tend to spend my money on stuff that I can use to create or to develop my skills further. But this is something I kind of impulse bought in the middle of the summer. I impulse bought a PS5 today. It's been 2 years since that console came out, and it felt ridiculous that I couldn't get it, so I chased one down. You know, it's a nostalgia thing for me. I once had a PlayStation 3 as a kid, and it was my very first sort of personal game console where I could make my own account and play. So PlayStation's always had a warm spot in my heart, and I decided that I wanted to be able to do some couch gaming, even though I am primarily a PC gamer, I guess. And I've had a lot of fun playing AAA titles like Spider-Man PS5, and what else have I played on it? Deathloop. Deathloop. I've been really enjoying Deathloop. It's a good game. Check it out if you haven't. One standout feature for me about the PlayStation 5 is the use of haptics in the controllers. They actually have these special triggers at the back. I mean, they don't look special, they're normal triggers, but they have resistance built into them along with the usual haptic tricks. So when you're pressing down, the trigger can resist back at you in an algorithmic kind of way, and it makes quite a difference to the gameplay. I have to say I'm excited when I see that a title in particular has that feature built into it. And the final item, the moment you've all been waiting for, let's just throw it to me from yesterday. Just need to say this out loud. I ordered an $8,000 computer. Is gonna be here in 9 minutes. My bank account is sad. But god damn it, I'm excited! Wow. Ah! Here it is! I got a Mac Studio. Ah! Oh. I'm only coming to the conclusion now that I think I made this entire video just to have an excuse to shoot that little 20-second sequence with the Mac Studio and the lighting effects and stuff. I shot that, by the way. Anyway, Merry Christmas, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.